Hey guys, today we'll be making an adorable Ruffle Scrunch Valentine's Day Deco Mesh Wreath. What you will need, I have a 14-inch wreath ring, this little adorable koala sign for the center, Chanel stems, I have pink, white, and magenta deco mesh. You can make this wreath with only 6-inch mesh or with only 10-inch mesh. I will link videos in the description box down below showing you how to do so. Scissors and a rotary cutter, and a hot glue gun. Alright, let's get started. Okay, guys, so first thing I'm going to do is place my stems on my wreath ring. Sometimes I do make the bundles and place the entire bundle on the ring together. I will link videos in the description box down below on how I do that. And sometimes I do it this way, where I place my stems first all the way around the ring and then attach my bundles of mesh to the actual wreath ring. Again, it's just personal preference. So I'm going to take 1/3 of a stem and I'm going to place it on the outer inner ring, then the inner ring, and alternate outer, inner, all the way around the ring. Now you could take a half of a stem and go on the outer 2 rings and then the inner 2 and outer 2 if you choose to do so. Again, I've done that method as well. It's just personal preference, but this time I'm just going to work with the inner ring. So I'm going to just place my stem and twist it a couple of times. Place the next one and twist. And then back to the outer stem and twist. Just like that. So I'm going to continue alternating all the way around my ring. Now I have cut my mesh, all 3 colors, into 8-inch long pieces. So I have my soft pink, white, and magenta. I'm going to overlap them halfway, one on top of the other. And I'm going to scrunch right in the center, just like that, and place it on my first outer stem. And twist it a couple of times, and then tuck it away, just like that. And when I'm placing my mesh, I like to alternate the color order. If you want to keep it in the same order, you can definitely do that. It's completely up to you. And if you want to go with just one solid color, you can do that as well. Scrunch, 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 just like that. And next we're going to go on the inner stem. Twist it a couple of times and tuck it away. I'm going with 3 pieces of mesh in each bundle. You can definitely go with more. I've done as many as 5 or 6 pieces of mesh in each bundle. It just depends on what you prefer. I will link videos in the description box down below showing you the different wreaths I have made using this method. You can also use 10-inch mesh and an 18-inch wreath ring if you want to go for a bigger, wider look. You can even layer the mesh directly on top of itself. You don't have to overlap it halfway. I like to overlap it just because it looks more fun and whimsical, but I've also done it this way. It just makes like a thicker, fuller wreath. So again, personal preference. And I'm going with 3 bundles in each of my 6 sections. Again, you can go with more bundles, fewer bundles, whatever you prefer. Just have fun with it and make it your own. And then if you want to start with 3 bundles and then see how the wreath looks and then add more afterwards, you can definitely do that. Okay, and it does move a little bit. Once we get more mesh in place, it will become more stable, so don't worry too much about that. Alright, so that's what it's looking like. And also once we get all the mesh in place, we'll kind of separate the layers just to fluff it up a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to just continue on all the way around my wreath. This is what 2 sections are looking like. Again, when we're done, we'll kind of flare out and fluff out the mesh just to make it fuller and more fun. All right, I'm going to continue placing the mesh all the way around my ring. So I have all the mesh in place. Now I'm just going to go around and kind of flare out the mesh so that it's more full and fun, and we can kind of cover up the center stem a little bit. If they're visible, it's not going to matter too much because I went with the color that matches my color scheme. You could definitely add embellishments to the center like styrofoam hearts, any like styrofoam balls, glitter ribbon, whatever you prefer. The possibilities are endless. Just have fun with it and make it your own. You could finish the wreath off just like this. I do that all the time. It looks so cute and precious already. But this time I'm going to add this adorable little koala sign to the center. So I'm going to flip my sign over, cut off the top little hanger, take 2 stems, twist them together to form one long stem for the top and one for the bottom. And then I'm just going to hot glue them in place. Kind of push the mesh outward a little bit and snugly place my sign in the center. And then I'm going to push the mesh aside and twist my stem around the actual wreath ring a couple of times just to make sure it's nice and secure. And then replace my mesh. And I'm going to repeat this step for all 4 stems. And I'm just flaring out and fluffing up my mesh, filling any gaps or spaces. It looks so cute and precious already. Again, you can definitely add ribbon, bows, glitter, any type of embellishment you prefer. The possibilities are endless. Just have fun with it and make it your own. But it's so cute, simple, and easy to make. Modify the color, the style to fit your needs.